Hi, everybody. It's Chrissy, and I felt like I owed my subscribers a little bit of an explanation. I've been getting some comments lately and some messages asking, where'd you go? What happened? You posted some videos and then you disappeared. And well, I'm sorry about that, but I'm trying to come back. I've been a little bit busy for about the past year. Part of it has been I've been developing several apps. So some of you have probably seen my building an app with WordPress video. And I used the experience from that video and my actual experience to build a bunch more apps. So I've actually built in the past year about 5 additional apps for clients using some of the processes that I explained in that video. And as a result of that, I will be soon doing an updated video for that. But beyond that, let me actually share my screen. I'm going to show you what else I've been doing. It's been a little crazy, but some of you might recognize this thing here. Oh, what's that? Minecraft. Yes. Uh, I'm not obsessed with Minecraft. I'll start with that. But I know a lot of kids that are. So what I've been doing, a big part of what I've been doing lately is using a lot of the kids' obsession with Minecraft to teach them how to code. So we've been teaching, we started this thing called the Coder Kids Club, and it's based in Crofton, Maryland. And we do classes, summer camps, day camps for when school's out, evening classes, weekend classes, all kinds of really fun stuff. We go to events. We go to a lot of local STEM events and maker fairs and pretty much anything we can get to where there will be kids who might want to play Minecraft, which is pretty much anywhere these days. So we go to a lot of these events and we don't just let the kids play Minecraft, we try to teach them a little something while they're playing it. So for example, one of the things that we do, and I'll post a link to this video, we use this really cool thing called a Makey Makey. And the Makey Makey allows us to connect Minecraft to a real world sword. So we actually have a video demo where we've got kids using a Minecraft sword, one of the foam swords, to hit things in Minecraft. And we've also attached a dance mat, one of those like Dance Dance Revolution mats, to the computer, and we're using that for the kids to walk around. So we're encouraging kids to explore Minecraft and do things that they might not otherwise do. We also do a lot of gamer clubs, and we just have the kids come and play, but we try to teach them a little bit of Minecraft. So one of the things that we do a lot of is this thing called Printcraft. So I'm going to let me just open up my Printcraft server real quick. So I'm going to start Printcraft. Printcraft is a Minecraft plugin for use with Minecraft 1. Right now, the most recent version you can use is, I believe, 1.8.9. I'll get the version real quick. This is started up. So I'm actually starting a Minecraft server on my computer. Oops. And it's running 1.8.8, looks like. So I am going to go into Minecraft, and I think I've already got a Printcraft profile. I'm going to go ahead and play Minecraft. Logging in as Lola Pongos. So if you ever see Lola Pongos, that's me. So I'm logging into Minecraft, going to go into multiplayer, and let's see if I can get into Printcraft. Let me actually turn this music down a little bit. We're going to give you some background music so you can still hear it, but it's not going to be quite so loud. There we go. I like the music. It's very soothing. So I'm going to go into my multiplayer, and I'm going to go to my local Printcraft server. It's on my local host. I'm going to play. And it doesn't look like much, but it really is something spectacular. So if we walk around here, this is a Printcraft server that I've actually used in some of my classes. So we've actually got kids that have built stuff here. Let me fly real quick. So if I walk over here, this is a building that one of the kids in my class made. You can see he used a bunch of different colored bricks or blocks. Nothing really crazy built in this one. Let's see, we've got a big house without a roof. We've got a platform with some TNT on it. Oh, we've got a big square with an X in it that one of the kids made. I got a few other things over here. So if you notice while I'm flying around in here, we've got a little house over there, another house there. While I'm flying around, you're going to see that there's a bunch of plots in this Minecraft world. It's a big flat Minecraft world with a bunch of empty plots. So what we do in Printcraft is the kids all log in, and we usually have about 10 to 20 kids in the classroom at one time. They all log in and they build something. And the really cool thing about Printcraft is that after they've built their something, so I'll actually go to one of these plots over here. Let me just fly over there. And I need to go over to this little sign over here. Actually, a bunch of command blocks. If we go over there and look, we'll see that I've got some commands. So I've got print, clear, claim 24 hours, and unclaim. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to try to print. All right, so it's processing the model. Let's see what this does. So now I've got to get my model. I just press slash. I'm going to open this up in a browser. It's going to take a minute. Check this out. So one of the things that we do with Minecraft is we teach kids that whatever they build in Minecraft, they could potentially build in the real world. So what Printcraft does is it converts a Minecraft model, a Minecraft building. So it's using those plots as the basis for it. It actually creates a 3D rendering of it, which we can then download as an STL file or one of these other 3D formats, which we can then print on a 3D printer, which the kids think is just so cool. So I'm actually going to download this file real quick. Just going to download it to my desktop. And I'm going to open up my Matter Control. I don't have my 3D printer hooked up right now, but I'm going to open up Matter Control so you can see the software that we use to do the printing. We have a Robo 3D printer. It's a relatively inexpensive one. It prints relatively good stuff. And you can see in here, I've got my history is full of stuff. All these kids' names. And all those kids' names are in there. There's actually a ton of them. Because we have printed, we've done 155 prints. We've done 4 days, 6 hours, and 35 minutes total printing time since, I would say, last June or July. And that has been kids building really cool stuff like this. And then we print it on the 3D printer. So when a kid builds something, they actually get to physically hold what they built. So this one kid made a box and some jewelry to put in the box. Let's see, Brandon made a big rectangle. Claire made a bunch of jewelry also. So, and one of the things that we teach the kids is that sometimes you can't print the stuff as is. So if I was to actually print this stuff, and this is something that I explained to Claire, if we actually look in layer view, generate the layers so we can see what it would do. If I look at this, you can see that sometimes it's got to build supports to hold things up. So for example, with this stuff right here, let me zoom in a little bit. It's got to build supports to hold up parts of the 3D print. So like if I go back to my 3D view and look at this, well, this one's actually not a very good example. It doesn't show me too many of the supports that I would need. This one's not too bad, but if I go into some of these other ones, I've had some kids, let's see, let me get a good one. Here's a good one. I don't have the 3D prints here with me right now to show you what they came out as, but it comes out, doesn't look exactly like this. We printed on relatively low quality, just because we're trying to give the kids a rough idea. This is actually a good example. There's a creeper that one of the kids made. So if we look in layer view for this one, we'll see what kind of supports it has to make. There we go. That's going to be good. Oh, maybe not. Sort of shows. So some of the things that we teach the kids is because the 3D printer, it only prints one color. So even though if I look at this in Minecraft, so if I look at this is red, and actually this one won't print out because it's made of a block that doesn't print. But you can see if I look at the windows here, if I look at the windows over here, these two are different colors. So I've got wood and I've got glass. But if I was to download this model, which I'll do, actually I'll add it real quick. I already downloaded it. You can see that it doesn't print the glass. So if I zoom in there, that's where the glass was in Minecraft. If we look at there again, there's the glass. So I'm looking at this is this. And if we go back in here and I turn this, if I go around here, look at the other side. If I turn this, you can see what that looks like. So originally, when the kid had made this model, what he had done was he had actually filled in each of those rectangles with glass as well. So I downloaded it and showed it to him and said, okay, well, since it's one flat surface, it doesn't matter, even though they're different colors and they look different in Minecraft, they're not going to print differently when we actually print them on the 3D printer. So we talk a lot about what different materials we can use and how we can simulate the appearance of texture and different materials when we're not actually using different materials, because we're only printing out with one material when we're using the 3D printer. We also, in some cases, so this particular model was originally submitted. Let me edit it so you can see what it would originally look like. Oops, rotated the wrong way. Keep rotating it wrong. So it was originally submitted to look like this, which is how the kid built it. It's totally reasonable to, let me turn this down again, sorry. It's starting to get a little louder. There we go. So it's totally reasonable to build, this I believe was a wolf. Totally reasonable to build a wolf standing on its legs. Totally reasonable, would expect that. But if we generate the layers for it, when we look, we can see that it's actually not doing my support structures. In order to print this, it would actually have to put supports underneath of, let me see if I can get it to display. Nope, it's not going to show me. It would actually have to print supports underneath of the tail and the body, because one of the things that we explain to the kids is a 3D printer, at least the 3D printer that we have, it has to print on something. It has to print on a surface. It can't just print in air. Air is not a surface as far as the 3D printer is concerned. So we teach them that when they build their prints, sometimes we have to change the way that we put them on the printer bed, the way that we print them out. So that was why it was rotated, so that it would print without all those supports. Because after it prints with those supports, you've got to cut the supports away. And some of the kids think, oh, it looks horrible because it has these supports underneath of it. So they don't like to have the supports on their 3D prints. So just that's one of the things that we do with the kids. We teach them a little bit about 3D printing. Some other stuff that we do with them includes things like, let me go to my Minecraft server. Actually, I have to quit because I'm in the wrong version of Minecraft now. So let me restart Minecraft. Go back in. Takes a minute. So I've got to go back to my other profile. Now I'm in Minecraft 1.9.2, which is the most recent version of Minecraft. So if I go back in there, I should be able to get into my own private server. No, maybe not. Oh, let me change the server. I might or might not be able to get into it. I don't know. We'll see. Might not be able to get in. Nope. Oh, I might not have it turned on. So, but anyway, one of the other things that we do with the kids, we try to teach them to do cooperative building. So let me actually open up. me just make sure my server is turned on. I don't remember which one I need to log in with. There we go. Oh, good. So let's see. IP address. Oh, let me get. I need to stop it. This is a server. This is a private server that we're using. Letting kids in. Let's see if I can start it. We set this up so that we can create quests for the kids to connect. Let's see. Appears to be online. All right. Let me just put the default world in there. Oh. All right, let's see if this works now. I may not. Might still be starting up. Try restarting again. See if we can connect to this. This is my basic world. All right, let's see if it started. It says it's online. There we go. It started. So if I log in, it's just a basic world. I am holding a piece of dirt, a block of dirt. That's pretty much it. I'm in a village right now. There are villagers somewhere around here. I can mine resources. I'm just getting stuff. The reason I'm half dead is because the other day when I was playing in here, I was just kind of goofing off. I was being attacked by zombies and I didn't eat anything. So I need to go find some food real quick to eat something. So I am in what's called survival mode for Minecraft. This is what a lot of the kids play. Not all of them like to play in survival. A lot of them like to play in creative mode. But oh, there's some carrots I can eat. And let's go. So this is a farm that the villagers made, so I didn't even have to do it. Let's see. But some kids were playing in here yesterday. There should be some potatoes in here. The villagers are very, very thoughtful, planting stuff for me. So now I can eat it. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Once I'm full, I should be able to get back to health a little bit faster. Can't eat the seeds, so I'm gonna eat the carrots. Oh, that's better. Now I'm getting my health back. Much better. So the point of this, we just got this server. We actually just got it, and I've got to get my interns to set up a few things on it. But what we're doing with this is we are going to have online challenges with the kids. So they can either come to the office or they can just meet us online and they can play Minecraft with us. But they're not just going to be running around killing stuff, killing zombies and creepers and endermen and sheep and pigs and all that good stuff like I'm doing right now, or finding food to eat. What they are actually going to be doing is they are going to be tasked with building something. So, for example, we're starting a Minecraft club that's going to be on Tuesdays in May, and all of our kids are going to be tasked with building a landmark. So we're actually going to install several landmarks. We're gonna put there's world maps out there that have lots of Minecraft made landmarks from around the world. So we're going to use those landmarks. We're going to use those existing maps to teach the kids a little bit of history, and we're going to teach them a little bit about architecture. And then they're going to be tasked with building some of those landmarks themselves, and also creating their own landmarks. So we'll talk about, what makes a landmark, and why are landmarks memorable, and what would make a good landmark for them. Oh, here's a little well. I can get some water. So we're gonna talk about all that, and then the kids are going to be building Minecraft based landmarks. So you can see here, this is a village. This is actually when I spawned the world, the village was already here. Some people have been playing around with it. It looks like maybe a creeper blew up somewhere, but it already existed. So they're actually going to be creating their own. They're going to be in what's called creative mode. So they're going to get infinite resources. They're not going to be attacked by mobs, or they're not going to get zombies following after them. It'll always be daylight out, so it'll be a little easier to do that kind of stuff. That is something that we could also do in Printcraft. So we could, and in Printcraft, they don't have the mobs following them around. They don't have to find food to eat. So like right now, I've got to eat, or my hunger. You can see my hunger is starting to get there. And once I'm full, my health will come back. So we're going to teach the kids how to build these landmarks in Minecraft, and then if we print them and if we make them in Printcraft, we're going to print them on the 3D printer. So they'll be able to create a 3D model of, for example, the Eiffel Tower, or the Statue of Liberty, or Mount Rushmore, or something that is personal to them, so they can make their own really awesome Minecraft landmarks. My daughter was saying, "Oh, that would be too hard to have to make a landmark in an hour." But we talked about there are some landmarks that aren't that complicated, like for example, the Washington Monument. It's very simple monument, very, very recognizable landmark that's relatively easy to build, and they could build it pretty quickly. One of the other things that we try to encourage with our Minecraft clubs is cooperative work. So we will have kids, we have kids in one of our Minecraft clubs. They built a village together, and all of them were responsible for building certain things in the village. So one of the kids built the supermarket. One of them built a bowling alley. One built the town hall. Another one was building houses. One of them had to build the roads. And the kids really worked together really well. They even elected a mayor, and then the mayor had a vice mayor, and they had bodyguards, and they had a sheriff, and they just made this little town that they were having just a fun time running around playing in, and they all work together. So we can encourage cooperative play. Now, a lot of our Minecraft clubs are done in person, so we actually have the kids come to our office, and they get together and they play together. So they're not doing it, they're not socially isolated from each other. They actually can stand up and go over to somebody else's computer and take a look at it. Or if one of the kids needs help, instead of having to type out the explanation, they can go over and show them how to do it, or one of the other kids can come over and get some help from their friends. So it is still possible to do that online. It's a little bit harder. One of the ways that we're going to be doing that is with our Google Hangouts. So we're going to have the kids logging in. They'll use Minecraft, and then if they have another computer, or if they have a tablet, then they'll be able to also interact with us online using the Google Hangout. We're going to have a video in the classroom so that all of our participants, that whether they're in the classroom or not, will be able to actually communicate with each other and talk about what we're building and not just read it on the screen, which is what a lot of the kids are doing that are playing Minecraft. We're trying to encourage more of a real world social interaction instead of just the online interaction that a lot of these kids are getting in Minecraft. That's something that worries me a little bit. I mean, I'm an old time gamer. When I was in college, I used to play online games all the time. I played MUDs. For any of you that might remember those from the 90s and the early 2000s, they were online games, precursors to some of the multi-user games that are out there now, massive multiplayer online games. They were all text-based, and so we'd run around in groups, and all communication was done through a terminal. We didn't even get to see each other. We didn't get to talk to each other. We were actually typing through a terminal. It helped me type very well. It taught me how to type very well, and one of the things that it also taught me was a lot of programming, because after I started playing the game, I wanted to be able to learn how to modify the game. And that's another thing that we're trying to do with Minecraft. So one of the other lessons that we do, so after we teach the kids how to play Minecraft, and a lot of them we don't have to teach them much. They just already know how to play it. They've been doing it for a while. But after we teach them how to play it, they go and they do these build challenges, and we put them in quests together. We put them in adventure maps where they all have to work together to finish a adventure, a specified planned adventure. We also, in addition to the 3D printing and all that, we also teach the kids programming. So it is called the Coder Kids Club. So we actually do teach the kids to code. And specifically, what we're doing is we're teaching the kids how to mod Minecraft. For the older kids, we'll do Java, but we do get a lot of younger kids. We get a lot of kids that are in 3rd, 4th, 5th grade that aren't really good at typing. They're not even really that great at reading. They're okay at reading, but they're not great at it yet. So we are trying to still teach them the basics of programming, and we use this thing called Learn to Mod, which is awesome. We love Learn to Mod. The kids love Learn to Mod. It's a web-based system. It's all drag and drop. So I'm going to log into my account real quick so you can see what this does. Log in. And when I'm logged in, hi, we have a tutorial, yay. So after I've logged in, I can do badges. They've got all these cool badges. I can do this. I can't actually do the simulator in Chrome because it requires a web player and it doesn't work in Chrome. But they have some really cool badges that you can play with. So you can see they've got some that are Star Wars based, and Herobrine, which is, everybody talks about Herobrine. Ask your kids if they know who Herobrine is. He's a mob in Minecraft. It's basically Steve, who's like the character that everybody sort of associates with Minecraft, the guy with the blue shirt and the brown hair. It's him with glowing eyes. But you can also, they have some cool Avengers mods and all kinds of really neat mods in here that they go through step by step and teach you how to make. I'm actually going to go into my mods so we can see some of the mods that we've done. So one of the things that we've done, we teach the kids how to make some, oops, let me go into the code so we can take a look at it. And so we teach the kids how to make some pretty basic mods, but also some relatively complex ones. And so they build them in this drag and drop interface. And I have to say that slowly because I had one kid that thought I was saying dragon drop. So dragon, like, the big fire-breathing beast, drop. But it's drag and drop. And so you can see here that we're able to teach kids how to create functions. The main function is the one that runs the mod. We're teaching them how to add variables, how to do loops, how to do all kinds of really cool stuff. And what this does is it creates a tower of TNT that is 10 by 10. I think it's 10 by 10. And then we also taught them how to make a mod that, let's go back into my mods, that when you shoot an arrow and it lands, it will explode up. It will explode. So we take a look at this code. So if I create a an arrow, or if I shoot an arrow, I get 10 arrows in a bow, and when I shoot my arrow and it hits, it is going to explode. So we taught the kids both of these mods, and then they go into Minecraft and they run both of these mods. And actually, I think I can go into Minecraft and show it to you. Let me go into my Learn to Mod. Oops. So I'll go to Learn to Mod. It's play.learn2mod.com. Get in. Oh, they're doing 1.8, so I've got to quit and come back. Make sure I'm using the version of Minecraft that's required to access them. Actually, let me go. They have a quest. Okay, let me just see if I can connect now. So we're going to do 1.8, I think was what it was. Let's see if that works. Let's gotta download that version and launch it. So let's try going into Learn to Mod. It's gonna log me in. There we go. It's got a. Oh, I'm logged in as a Lopangos. That's why. Hold on 1 second here. I've got a class here. I've got to add myself to the class. No, let me start the server. And I'll log in as Coder Kid. I'll log back in as myself so I can actually play my mods. I forgot I was logged in as Lolapongos. I have a couple of different accounts. So now when I log in, I'm going to switch users and I'm going to log in as CoderKid06, or no, CoderKid01. So let's see if I can log in. Go to multiplayer, go to Learn to Mod, server started. So I should be able to go into my private server. It's going to load up a private server. So this is a sort of a lobby where you kind of hang out, and then it's going to load my world. I'm just going to clear the weather. And we can see I'm floating above a bunch of towers that I made. Let me go to somewhere clear. All right, so I'll land and I'm going to run my mod. So we've got that, let's see. We'll try this mod and explode arrow. So if I run the first mod, I don't even know if it'll do anything. I don't. Oh, there we go. There's my massive block of TNT. Yay, it made it. Huge tower of TNT. Now I'm going to run the second mod, which you can see it gave me an arrow and a bow. And I'm going to use this exploding arrow. It's going to lag the heck out of the server now, but so that much TNT blowing up makes a little bit of lag on the server, so it's going to lock things up a little bit there. So anyway, so the kids really like to do that. So these are some of the first mods that we teach them, because the I don't know if it's just the boy thing or the girls even love to do this too. They love to blow stuff up. So you can see it's still blowing up. So they will actually load a world that has like a city in it, and they'll add one of these massive TNT blocks and just blow up the whole city. It's just silly. It's in Minecraft. But the reason that I think it's cool, even though it's kind of annoying right now because it's gonna lag the heck out of everything, is because the yeah, timeout. So the let me see if I can get back in even. The kids are, let's see what I ended up with. Do I even have a world left after that massive explosion? Is it? Oh, it looks like it's still blowing up. Yeah, stuff is still going. It's still blowing up. Sorry, Learn to Mod people. Look at that crater that made by blowing that up. So, so the reason that this is cool, even though the kids are blowing stuff up, which, you know, it's very destructive and everything, they actually had to write the code to be able to do that. So they had to learn what a function is, what a variable is. They had to learn how to create a loop to make that tower of TNT, and then they also had to learn what an event is because they need to know when the projectile hits. That's when you need to call the arrow explode function to get it to do something. So that's one of the things that we do. This summer we have tons of camps with Minecraft, and we're doing everything. We're gonna continue to teach the kids to learn to mod and blow giant massive blocks of TNT up. We also teach them how to create their own texture packs so they can customize Minecraft even further. One of the other classes that we're going to do is we're going to teach the kids how to oh, hold on one second here. I'm going to quit out of this before this server is going to have issues. Sorry, Learn to Mod folks. I am just totally blowing things up. So we're going to teach the kids more Learn to Mod because they absolutely love it once they get into it. This is mostly for I usually say for the 3rd or 4th grade and up. We have had a few 2nd graders do it. It's a little hard for them. They sometimes have a little trouble keeping up with the programming parts. But we're trying to weed out what age range is really appropriate for at least for the kids that come to our classes. We also teach them how to create their own skins. We also do a lot of stuff where the kids are doing things on the computer, but they're also doing them in real life. So we recently did an event with the Bowie Bay Sox, which is the local minor league team, and they had Minefest, and the kids had so much fun. Let me go into my photos here. I'm on our Facebook page. So the kids had Minefest. Let's see if I can get to it. We did things at Minefest like the kids made slime. So one of the things that you can do in Minecraft is you can make slime, or you can actually get slime. You can't really make it. So there are slime cubes that are mobs in Minecraft, and you can get slime balls from them. So we actually teach the kids how to make slime by mixing water and borax with glue and water and food coloring, and they made their own slime. We also, you can see there's some slime that they made. The kids thought that was the coolest thing ever. We had a creeper throw out the first pitch at the Bay Sox game. That's our little creeper that threw out the first pitch. We also played with some other cool things, like this is a Kano. We did a demo of a Kano, and we showed the kids how easy it is to put a whole computer together, hook it up to a monitor, and play Minecraft on it. It's actually got Minecraft on it. You can mod Minecraft on it. They're using something different from Learn to Mod. They're using this thing called Minecraft Pi, and they're using Python. They're using something that the Kano people created. They're using Python to mod it. We also played around with some Makey Makeys. I mentioned the Makey Makeys earlier. We hook up a Makey Makey with a sword, and the kids hit the sword onto a plate that's got some metal on it, and that sends a click to the computer, which triggers the hit command in Minecraft. We don't have any pictures of that, but this is one of the kids that won our costume contest and got a Makey Makey out of it. We also brought in some folks from Bricks for Kids, and they they had the kids making real world Minecraft mosaics, and they also did real world 3D models with Minecraft. So they had the kids not just playing on the computer the whole time, but doing more Minecraft stuff. These are some of our friends from local makerspace, the Greenbelt Makerspace. They had a robot that can solve Rubik's cubes, and they had it hooked up to Minecraft. They had a creeper was supposed to be running the robot that solved the 3D stuff. So we do a lot. We do a lot of stuff where we're bringing the real world, and you can see here we've also got here's some pictures of some of the kids in one of our gamer clubs. They're all sitting together, and they're actually a lot of these kids are playing in the same world. You can have up to 5 players in a single world, so they're all on the same network, and we've got multiple kids in the same world, and they're all hanging out together. And some of these kids, they don't go to the same school together, but they come to these gamer clubs and they play together, and they have so much fun, and they get to be good friends with all these other kids. Notice that there are several girls in this picture. We've got a pretty wide range of backgrounds with our kids, but we do have some nights we have more girls than boys. Some nights we have more boys than girls. Some nights we have my daughter is the only girl that's there, but we're starting to get a little bit better of a mix. Another thing that the kids love to do, it's a lot of fun, is make perler bead. So Minecraft is really a pixelated kind of looking game, and so we talk about how that art is made, and we take it into the real world, and the kids actually make they use the fuse beads to make some really cool artwork. Here's some more that they did. They have a lot of fun with that. This is one of our groups that came on a Friday night. You can see they get really silly. Some other stuff that we do, you can see there's a bunch of pictures of the kids at our events. But some other stuff that we do is stop motion animation. So stop motion animation is really cool. We show the kids some videos, YouTube videos, and they learn that those like really short couple of minute YouTube videos that are made with Legos take a really long time to create. So we use the stop motion animation studio that I think it's from Mattel, and we let the kids play with that and make their own stop motion animations. And they can see it's harder than it looks. They think that's going to be easy. It's not going to take any time at all. It takes a lot of time to do, and we've actually got an entire camp where the kids are going to do that. And then we do other things like we do pixel painting. So this is actually a really popular activity. The kids make paintings of their skin or a creeper or a pig or something like that. I think that's a spider. That's a zombie. And we give them a canvas that has squares on it, and they've got to use their paint to fill in the squares and make their mob or their skin. So you can see there's a lot of stuff that we do, but that's really what's been keeping me busy, as you can tell by the enthusiasm in my voice. It's very enjoyable. The kids really love it. I love teaching the kids. We're doing a lot more stuff. We've got a lot of events coming up. You can see we've got Gamer Club every Friday, and we're doing more and more events. I will show you in May 4th. I am doing a WordPress crash course. It's free. So for any of you that follow me, if you want to get like about 2 hours, it's very similar to the regular crash course that I have on my channel, but it's updated because I haven't done one of those in about a year. So I am going to give you a complete overhaul with the latest and greatest information, and you'll be able to see what we're doing with Minecraft and I'm sorry, not with Minecraft, with WordPress. I'm also going to be very soon. I'm going to be doing another video on building an app with WordPress. Like I said earlier in this video, that we've done a lot with that, and we've made some pretty cool apps that are available now for some of our clients. In addition to that, one of the things that I've been asked a lot is how can I make the certificates? How can I do the app ID? How can I do all of the keys and everything that I need to make my app? I'm going to do some videos on that as well. So there is stuff coming. So I appreciate everybody bearing with me and continuing to ask questions. If you have questions, let me know. I'd love to know. But moving forward, there will be more videos. If you want to see what I'm doing besides the WordPress stuff and you are interested in the Minecraft stuff, I actually have a series on my Coder Kids Club channel. So if you go to YouTube and you search for Coder Kids Club, I'll actually take you there and let you see. You can see I've got lots of Minecraft videos in my playlist, Coder Kids Club. So if we go to the Coder Kids Club, there is a channel. I've got lots of videos on there, and we post stuff that the kids are doing in classes and everything. So they just play with little bits, but you can check that out. One of the things that I'm doing is I've got a series on here. Let me get into my channel. There is a playlist. Let me go into my channel, my Coder Kids Club channel. Lots of videos here. So there is a playlist called The Grown-Up's Guide to Minecraft. So I'm not going to play that right now. I'm sorry. So The Grown-Up's Guide to Minecraft, there are 3 videos right now. I'm actually going to be adding another one shortly. But this is for any of you adults whose kids are obsessed with Minecraft and you have no idea where to begin. It's a just sort of a how-to on how to not only how to play Minecraft, but how to keep your kids safe on Minecraft. A lot of parents don't realize Minecraft is a multiplayer game, and so the kids aren't necessarily just playing with their friends. They could be playing with random people. So I don't know if you saw when I was logging in. Let me actually switch profiles and log into my my regular one. But when I log in to some of these Minecraft servers, I am playing with people from around the world. So one of the things that we try to get parents to understand is, and I can't go on that because I'm on the wrong version. But so let me actually add. Oops, let me add a server. I'm going to add Mineplex. I can connect to it. Mineplex. Mineplex is one that the kids really love. Look at all these people on here. There are hundreds, maybe even thousands of people on here. I'm in Mineplex. And it's a very popular server. Look, there's somebody on somebody else's head. And he throws them in the air. These are all people from around the world. All over the world. And they are talking to your kids. So you do want to make sure that they're logging into servers that are appropriate for them, that are family friendly, that are kid friendly, where they're not, and also make sure that the kids are staying safe and they're not sharing personal information about themselves and you know, saying, yeah, I'm so and so, and this is where I live, and this is where I go to school, and they're not sharing that information. We don't want them to share that information accidentally. So do have to be careful, and that's part of why we're in the process of creating that private server for the Coder Kids Club. Only kids that play with the Coder Kids Club are going to be allowed in that server. Hello, Ultra. So so just wanted to give you guys a little insight into what we've been doing, what I've been doing, been keeping busy, and again, invite you to check out the Coder Kids Club channel if you have some time. I will be posting most of my WordPress videos. I'll still be posting to this channel, but I will probably be posting more of the Minecraft and sort of my experimental and play videos to the Coder Kids Club. So anytime I do, like I did a little experiment. I got Minecraft installed on a Chromebook. It took a little extra work, but I was able to get it to do it, and it worked pretty well. And I played in Mineplex with my daughter the other night with that. Somebody's blowing stuff up, silly people. So so those kind of videos will probably get posted to the Coder Kids Club web channel. So just FYI. So I'm gonna go and play some Minecraft now. I've got to do a video, an update on something. Oh, look, there is a horse riding a person right there. Look at that. That is so silly. So I'm on somebody's head now. Hi. Somebody's okay. Thanks. Somebody's just throwing me around. So anyway, I am going to go play Minecraft, and I will talk to you all later. Again, send me messages if you have any questions. Thanks, and I'm gonna sign off now. Oops, gotta get on here.